This is the Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 23, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a mannish point of view. First of all, we want to really thank our listeners. We are starting to find our tribe. That's what we're talking about. Listen, if you don't like this show, don't try to like it. Just stop listening. Give it to somebody who would like it. Because the people that are feeling it, those are our people. That's our tribe, and our tribe is growing, so we really appreciate you. On today's show, Kamal and I go over our New Year's resolutions and the step we are taking to make them happen. The government is shut down. That's scary. Fellas, how do you react when your money flow stops? And ladies, if you're with Nick Cannon, you don't have to work. We're going to find out how Kamal feels about that. I'll give you a hint. His Twitter handle is @AngryKamal. So that should let you know how he feels about this topic. We're both going to weigh in on it. All that and more right now. This is the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
We're saving relationships one listener at a time. We've got some dates, Kamal.
Do we?
Yeah, January 25th and 26th. I'm at the Madhouse in San Diego, California. Pops, man. We went supposed to drop 2 days ago. What's going on?
If anybody was expecting a Pops episodes, man, I apologize. I ran into some technical difficulties. So I'm going to put off the premiere of Pops. I'll give you more information next week. But as of right now, I don't have a date, but it is definitely coming in the near future.
Hey guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. This is not our first episode of the new year, but it feels like it because it's the first one where we're talking about the new year.
Yeah.
So last week we talked to Kim Crowell. Very funny episode. This week we're actually going to talk about the new year, New Year's resolutions. Did you set New Year's resolutions, Kamal Abdul-Jabbar?
I set New Year's resolutions. I'm not really a resolution guy, so I don't know like the etiquette.
Yeah.
But I set mine like December 26th or something like that. I don't know if you're supposed to set them on like the 1st.
Yeah. I prefer to set them in December.
Yeah.
That way I could test them out, see if it's bullshit or not.
Yeah.
I really like to start mine in December, just to not to be one of those procrastinators that says, on January 1st, I'm going to start blank. I like to get some momentum going. So what'd you do?
I said I was going to give up beef.
For how long?
For the foreseeable future, man. Or maybe do like maybe a cheat day, but I broke that January 1st. I broke that January 1st.
Dude, that is unacceptable.
I had a cheeseburger.
Dude, we're never going to make it.
Yeah. I had a cheeseburger.
Dude, you sound like a fat person, man.
Yeah.
You're not fat, but you sound like a fat dude. Like, I had a cheeseburger.
Man, I like my I don't know what's called, like snack bar food or junk food or whatever,
Yeah,
man. Like hot dogs, hamburgers,
Yeah, you
French
like
fries.
nachos and shit.
Yeah, I like all of that stuff, man. And so, man, if it wasn't for that, I'd be pretty healthy.
If it wasn't for pussy, I'd be faithful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'd be a great husband.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
Yeah, man.
So I'm giving up beef.
Mm-hmm. Are you still on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Ever since the first, I've been good.
Okay.
I've been good. What else? You know what, man? I am going to dedicate every day 2 hours to writing.
Wow. I like that.
Yeah. Writing jokes and whatnot. Just anything that comes to mind.
How many days a week?
Every day. Just,
nice.
Somehow just sit in front of the computer.
Ass and seat.
Yeah, whether it's jokes, whether it's ideas for some sketches, whether it's, working on some pilots and that's the thing about it is for me is before I write, I have to think about it.
Yeah.
And so it's hard for me to just sit in front of a computer screen and think about what to write. Usually when I sit in front of the computer screen, I already have it in my head.
Yeah.
Beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
So this is new for me. This is a challenge.
It is.
Yeah, this is a challenge. And so when I don't have anything else, I can always write jokes. And so I've been, upping my joke game, up my
nice.
my page is getting, longer and longer and longer.
Exciting.
Jokes, yeah.
Now, how are you dealing with the distractions of that goal? Like your family, your wife, your children, especially your youngest.
Well, the good thing is they went back to school today.
Oh, thank God. We don't film this on Wednesday. It's fine. We don't record this on Wednesday. Today is, what's today, Monday?
Yeah.
Today's Monday, January 7th. This will be up the January 9th.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
We're not live.
Yeah. But, yeah, so they went back to school today.
Nice.
And so I should be straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about wifey?
Wifey's, she had she's in a voiceover class now, man.
Nice.
And,
she got a good voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think she shouldn't be a distraction. Plus, if I need to, I'll bounce and go to like a coffee shop and whatnot.
Yeah, so I highly recommend it.
And I want to get back on the stage.
No, I'm not hearing that bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing it, dude.
I'm telling you.
I'm not listening to that. Anyway,
at least once a week.
Stop it.
I'm telling you.
Dude, get through January, man.
At least
this
once
Kamau
a week.
Reminds me of a father that be lying to his kids.
At least.
Dog, have y'all ever been out? Have you ever not had your dad and the nigga say he's going to pick you up on Saturday at 3:00 and you sitting there in the goddamn window with your sister, your bags packed, and this motherfucker has an excuse? That's Kamau. This nigga be talking.
Hey, he meant well though.
Oh my God.
When the nigga said it, he meant it.
He meant it, but it ain't gonna happen.
Shit happens, man.
That's some bullshit.
Life happens. Nah, man. You know what? I talked to the wife about it, and I explained to her because she's been, she's been really, really supportive, and she wants me to get back on stage, and so I told her the problem is I'm not a performer. Mm-hmm. I can't just get up there and go to the open mic thing, right? Or whatever.
Why not?
I gotta prepare, man.
Of course.
I gotta practice. And then because she expects me to help out at home.
She's not blocking.
Right. I have to help out at the house. And I told her, like, man, I gotta get there to a lot of these spots like at 4, for like a 6:00 sign up. And then we don't go until like 7 or 8. So it's maybe, it might be like a 5 or 6 hour ordeal.
Yeah.
Commitment just to do 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to need help with that one because I just can't come and go as I please.
I like that you told her, though, the problem. You guys talked about it like a married couple, and you talked about a solution. You let her know what the concern is, and she's not an evil woman. She's going to listen to you, and she wants the goal. She wants it for you. She loves you genuinely. Yeah. So I like that she's at least on board for now.
Yeah,
You're going to have to keep her motivated, though.
Yeah, we just have to pick a date. Pick a day that this would be your day where you can bounce and she can handle all of the nighttime activities. Okay. So those are my 3.
Okay, good, man. I got some, man.
What you got?
I'll tell you mine right when we get right back.
Okay.
Yo, Kamau.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out.
Eventually.
You got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing is funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated. Okay. But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still...
Yeah,
Caitlyn. Caitlyn?
He's Bruce. He's
Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this is when I recorded this. But it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." Come on, my New Year's resolutions are. I don't even like to call them New Year's resolutions. It's kind of like goals, right? Mm-hmm. And I try to set them for like 1 month at a time, like a 1 month trial run, because I don't like to not do what I'm going to say. Yeah. That's why I get so mad at you, because I have a thing about that. That story about waiting in the window for your dad, that's actually me and my sister as a kid.
Oh,
so,
man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it happens. So, I just it touches the hell out of me when motherfuckers say they're going to do some shit. So, I got goals for the year, and I try not to set too many because I'm glad you only have 3. So anyway, I want to get my money right. And that's kind of like a theme for today's episode is that dough Ray me. And so I really want to get my money right. And, niggas always be saying this shit. New year, new you. They try to make a rhyme. We going to be doing fine in the 1-9, whatever. But I really need to have not just my money decent. I need my money to flow ridiculously. And the reason why is because of the lifestyle I want to live and my family, the size of my family. And I'm believing that the two things will help me to get my money right. Number one is have my mind right. And so this is kind of like a late edition resolution. I've been trying to every morning before I get out of bed, as soon as my eyes pop open, to start counting my blessings. Now that's hard for me to do because while I'm sleeping, I'm not thinking positive. I'm just asleep. So when I wake up, my brain, it feels impossible to think of something to be thankful for. And I'm so tired. But if I can, sometimes we get up early. Like today, I had to get up at 3 for the Shrill Underwood Radio broadcast because we just, we had to be up early today. So, my brain is like, man, I don't feel like doing that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I count on my fingers and I try to get to 20. And the more I can get, the better my day starts to go. You would be amazed at what happens when my mind is right. Because now when my chick is on my nerves, I'm less likely to snap because my mind, I started my day right. You know what I mean?
I got you.
It gets my mind right. Like
20 is a lot. Do you start like running out of stuff and start saying like, oh, thank you for like, I still got my full head of hair.
But yeah,
that's
on the list every day. Every day, man. How did you know? but dude, I start with the pillow, indoor plumbing, just shit that, dog, count your blessings. This is what it said, count them. So it's like, well, fuck it. This pillow feels good. Appreciate that. I'm not on the floor. I've slept on the floor before. I'm in a bed. Thank God for that. Man, indoor plumbing is so good. When I had to pee, I didn't have to go outside. I didn't have to piss in a pot. Appreciate that. Hot water. So now I got 4. And this is what I literally do. But the more you list, the more you can list. It's the law of attraction. So the more you do, and that it just gets the momentum going. It's hard. But once it's going, then of course, because what we normally start doing, we normally just count negatives. We normally think of all the bad things. And through the law of attraction, that just adds up. So to consciously say, I'm going to think about this positive thing, and I start and I keep going. I will say, man, I'm glad that my hair is black. I'm glad that, I'm glad, I talk about everything, man. I'm whatever. I'm glad I got a big dick. Like, it sounds crazy, but I'm really like, hey, man, shit, I appreciate that. I could have got fucked, You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to anything, man. I'm glad to. Whatever. I'm glad that I was able to jog yesterday or whatever it is.
Everything that you like thankful for is like the thing. One of my negatives. You know what I'm saying? Larry, I lost my hair, my beard gray. This nigga.
No, bro. hey, you got to be thankful for it, man.
My pillow ain't shit.
This pillow sucks. Yeah. But you got a pillow, nigga. Yeah. If you ever slept on the floor with no pillow, you know what it's, I don't know, you would know. It's like, maybe you should sleep on the floor with no pillow. You'd be like, God damn.
I can't wait.
Remember that night we were in Dallas? Where were we? We slept on the floor at that comedy club?
Yeah.
That shit was horrible, man.
Oh, I didn't sleep.
You didn't sleep?
I stayed up all night.
Wow.
Yeah, I stayed up. But, it was a terrible flight to get out there.
Yeah.
But
anyway, yeah. So that's what I do. So the point is, back to what I was saying, get my mind right. That starts with that. And then the career right. And been meditating on, what I want my stand-up to do and what I really, really wanted to do. And I really, in the years past, I've been focused, and I'm just going to say it. My boy Richard Braxton, we grew up together, man, and he's a pastor now. So I've been going to church, and I ain't really religious like I was when I was younger, but I kind of go to support my dude. That's my brother, right? But in going to support him, I'm getting some lessons. I'm getting, you know what I mean? I'm learning. Mm-hmm. So he was talking about, he said something that blew me away. He said, it was so simple. He was like, if you plant an apple seed, you'll get apples, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, damn, man, for so many years in my career, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try to get on TV because that'll help my stand up. It'll be easier to get booked because a lot of times the club owners, they want to see credits. But I started really lately thinking, man, fuck that. If you plant an apple tree, you'll get apples. You really want your stand up to pop, focus on your stand up. Let your stand up bless the other things. Don't expect the other things to bless your stand up. So if you really, really believe that's your thing, your gift, which it is my gift and it is my thing. And I love being on the road. I love being, I love it. Right. So it's like, why not just go through that and put the trust in the stand up?
I got it.
What?
So out of the apples, after you want apples, you plant an apple tree, then you be able to make apple pie.
Boom.
apple butter.
You see what he doing there?
Yeah,
That's
apple
what I'm talking
cider.
about. Yes.
Ah.
But what I thought I had to do was I thought I had to go through the acting thing to get the stand-up thing. Don't think that if you go through that, it's going to bless this. No, nigga. You want an apple, plant an apple seed.
It's like there's a bunch of stand-ups who've gone the acting route who I didn't even know were stand-ups, like Michael Keaton and Richard Belzer. And all. It's like they start doing these shows, long-time shows or movies, and Michael Keaton's thing, and it's like, dude's an actor.
Yeah.
But
I've been studying the stand-up lately, and I appreciate you. You lit a fire under me, man. We watched that Jerry Corley video that day with Chris Rock, because that's also has brought into my like my resolutions and stuff. Like one of my goals is just like yours, 1 to 3 hours a day, 5 days a week is what I said. 5 to 7 days a week, 1 to 3 hours a day, because this is what I heard from Jerry Seinfeld himself. Like he got a calendar, a real calendar. And he would do a red X on the days where he wrote. And I was like, oh, I like that. So if you can see right there in the studio, got the calendar right there. And I started on the 30th. Today is the 7th, and I got my red X through it.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't see it, but it looks like a nigga serving a prison sentence. It looks like he is marking off days until he gets released.
Yeah, man, that's what it is, until my shit pops. Because I got all these stand-up goals that haven't been happening.
Yeah.
Because I realized, man, I'm good at stand-up, and I'm good at freestyling, right? But I'm the opposite of you. I don't necessarily need to prepare to have a good set, right? But so what has I done that's led me to not prepare as much? It's led me to wing it. You know what I mean? It's just like, and I've come up with some pretty good stuff winging it, but like, it's really hard to write, be a disciplined writer. And Anthony Jeselnik, who was a friend of mine before he popped, we're associates now, but not that we don't get along. I just don't, I don't see him no more.
You don't see him no more.
Yeah. But I remember him saying he can't control the stage time. He can't control how often that they put him up. The only thing he can control is he can outright everybody. And if you listen, I've been listening to the classics, man. I bought a bunch of stand-up, the classics, man. Like I never heard Bill Cosby himself. I never heard that album. I never heard it.
Oh,
I never heard it.
I never heard that album. I saw it on HBO or.
Oh yeah, no, I heard. Yeah, I never heard it. Fucking shit is hilarious.
Oh.
I never heard that. Chris Rock's Bring the Pain. He shows like a bunch of albums covers.
Yeah, Woody Allen.
There's an Eddie Murphy album with like a little flower in his hat.
Yeah,
head. I downloaded that shit. I downloaded Chris Rock's album that I had never heard of. Like I try to get the shit that I had never heard.
Yeah.
I got Bebe's Kids. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of, the shit, a bunch of Patrice O'Neal, a bunch of Richard Pryor. I've just been listening and studying. And, anyway, that's a whole nother thing. So, but the point is, that's the New Year's resolution for me. Get the money right and really, really focus on the writing aspect of the stand-up. So I could pop, man. Hey, what's up, man? I just had to take a time away from the podcast to let you know. If you want an MRA hat, you can get you one. You know why? Because we got them for sale. 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 You can get you one in red, blue, black, whatever you want. Just go to the website, themrapodcast.com. That is themrapodcast.com and get you one. We normally don't do politics on this show, Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, unless it touches relationships, sports, and pop culture, which is what we do here at the MRA Podcast.
Yeah. When
Kavanaugh was in the news, we touched on it because that touched relationships, right? And so one aspect of relationships we like to talk about on this is family. Being a man at all times is the motto. And it's hard to be a man when your number one job as a man is to provide, and that's what I believe. And they could say that's not, but that's just what I believe. Feel me?
Yeah.
So if your number one, go ahead.
I'm going to say I don't necessarily believe in that because I'm not bringing any cash in right now. So,
dude, don't mean. Listen,
I'm going to disagree with that.
Even in lean times, you can admit that this is supposed to be my job, and I want to do better to do my job.
I actually said that to my wife the other day. I'm letting these boys down, man.
Good. You should feel that.
I'm letting these boys down, man. Yeah. I'm over there. Like patting my pockets and stuff like that. It's like, man. Yeah.
It's not masculine, dude.
Nah.
It's not masculine. So, and I'm only saying it because I'm in the same boat of like, this ain't being a man at all times. It's okay to know that you're not so that you can focus on doing what you know you want to do. Anyway, so the point is, part of being a man, number one is being, we always say protect and provide, provide and protect. But you got to provide. And it's real hard to provide when your money ain't right. And it's real hard to keep your money right when you have a government job and you lose your way to make a living because the government is shut down.
Well, technically, you didn't lose it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't lose your job.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they're not funding the government. So wherever they get the money from, it's been cut off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's a pissing contest. It has nothing to do with, the worker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, y'all two beefing.
Yeah.
How is this affecting my paycheck?
Yeah.
I think it's a terrible situation to be in, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a terrible situation when the government shuts down. Like over the years, I follow politics, and I've,
You really much you follow politics. Like
Yeah.
You don't dabble.
Yeah, but maybe like the past 10, 12, 13 years, I've been
Yeah.
paying attention to it and stuff like that. So maybe in this time, it's probably been, maybe this is like the third shutdown. But every year, it seems as if they have a shutdown scare.
Yeah.
And honestly, man, I've never had a government job, federal government job. I was a teacher, and there was maybe like state government and stuff like that, so that wasn't affected. But I never had a federal government job, so I don't travel. So I never really, didn't really trip off of, the government shutdown. To this time, man, people with social media are tweeting about it, man, how tough it is for them.
Yeah.
People about to lose their spots. And what I didn't like about it was the White House is saying like, hey, man, see if you can work out a deal with your landlord, like cut the grass or, see if you can paint the house or something like that to stay there. It's like, wait a second. So I have to go to my government job every day still.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's not like a furlough. You're not telling me to stay home. I still have to show up. And then when I can't pay my bills, you want me to paint my apartment building. It's like, dude, you asking a lot of me when I didn't ask for any of this. Whether you wanted the wall or not, because that's what this is all about, building that wall along the southern border where Mexico is going to pay for. So if I voted for this guy, which I didn't, but if I voted for you and you told me you're going to get a wall, yes, I love the wall.
Yeah.
Right? Mexico's going to pay for it? Cool, Mexico's going to pay for it. And then you're telling me, nah, I'm going to need you to pay for it. It's hard for me to get excited about that. That's not what I signed up for.
Oh, no.
That's not what I signed up for.
That sounds like a marriage.
Yeah.
The old bait and switch.
The old bait and switch.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's the old bait and switch. And so, man, anybody listening who is currently going through this, man, I feel for you.
Yeah.
I feel for you. I know it's tough. I don't even have much advice to give you.
I do.
Yeah? All right.
First of all, anybody who's going through this, our heart goes out to you at the MRA, man. This is where I wish we was like this big show where we can, get like donations sent out to our listeners who are struggling. Like this is, because God, man, as a man, I know women, y'all got it tough, but this is the MRA podcast. We're talking to the fellas. Ladies, you have enough people talking to you. We talking to the fellas. Damn it, this is tough as a man to look at your kids in the face and you can't help them. You can't provide.
Because you didn't do anything wrong. It's not like you got laid off or fired like you was tripping at work. You did absolutely nothing wrong.
Well, when I say I can help them, the first thing is you got to start seeing what you did wrong. You got to. Because that's the only way to get help. I know it sounds crazy. I'm going there. The only way to get help is you said you've seen 3 of them, right? So if I had to bet, there's another one coming next year or whatever. Another one's coming, right? So you got to know that if you have that job, your ass better know that the bullshit could be happening. The same way if you have a husband that hit you in the face before, he gonna hit you again. So you have a job that fucks you every couple years. They fuck you. You said you've seen 3, right?
Yeah.
They fuck you. That shit ain't right. But as a man, nobody gives a goddamn that you got fucked. They just want to know where's the money. And I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
You got to save rigorously because there's no excuses.
Yeah, it's tough. It was right after Christmas, after the holidays. And so, if you was playing Santa Claus with the family, And then it was like, you bought all this stuff. I know some woman said she had to take her stuff back.
That hurts.
Yeah, she had to take her kid's stuff back.
I told you when I got fired, I came right off a cruise. I just went on a cruise.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I was spending cash.
What? I was like, hell yeah. And then it was like, zoop, rug out from under. Both feet in the air. So it's like, well, nigga, you better be careful next time. So what do we need to do as men? Multiple streams of income. I don't know. I don't want to minimize this shit, but I need you guys to understand. I'm talking to myself and you because I'm in the same boat. I don't have a government job. I have a show business job, and the jobs come and go all the time. And I'm up here looking mad as a motherfucker because I didn't save correctly. I didn't invest correctly. You can't not think that job is yours.
Yeah. Here's my own, well, I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
And I agree to a certain extent.
Go ahead.
With these government gigs, though, with the shutdown, it's not, my issue is, like you said, some jobs come and go, you get fired.
Yeah.
Well, you can go pound the pavement and get another gig. With the government shutdown, you still have that job.
Yeah.
So they still expect you to report the very next day.
Or you're fucked when it comes back.
Right. So you still have to put in a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And what Mr. Erby, you know what I'm saying, is asking is like, okay, after that 9 to 5, now go out and do another a 6 to 3 in the morning or something like that.
I mean, it sounds like bullshit, but this is what I would tell you, Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, or myself, Kyle Erby. If let's say I'm in the classroom, right, and I hate that job, and I want to be a comedian. After I work all goddamn day in that classroom, you know what I got to do? I got to go hit the open mics. I got to find time to write after work.
Yeah.
Can't write at work. I got to go write after work. Then I got to go hit the open mic.
Yeah, that was tough for me.
That shit is hard as fuck. And then you got to get up early.
Yeah, that was tough for me.
Man, when I was teaching, man, and this is no joke, man, I would get up and do Shirley Underwood Radio from like 5 to 6, 6:30. Then I would leave at 6:30, go teach all day. Then, try to be a dad for an hour or two. Find some time to write, which is a lie because I didn't find time to write because that was my bullshit punk ass excuse. I don't have time. Could have made time, didn't. Could have took away some sleep, didn't. Go try to be a dad, then go hit the mics. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because in my mind, it's like if I lose this teaching job or if something happens or whatever, really, that's not why I did it. I did it because I didn't want to be a teacher.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I lost the teaching job, I can't. So yeah, what am I saying? You got to figure out a way to cut expenses for the next one. This one, you're already fucked. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is another one's coming. You know what I mean?
Save for a rainy day.
It's coming, dog.
Yeah, maybe like set aside.
Shutdown fund.
Yeah, shutdown fund. Maybe $200, $300 a month goes into a fund.
You got to, man.
Fund.
It's coming again.
Yeah.
I don't want to minimize this and be like, oh, man, you don't know what you're talking about. That's hard. I don't want to hear excuses.
Because here's the thing about it. This shutdown, they get it open. I think it's only for like a year. I think the shit's only lasts like a calendar year at the longest.
What lasts?
Like the fiscal year.
Yeah.
So you fund it for a year. And they have the debate, So it's a yearly thing. So you don't know what issue is going to have these two sides beefing over.
And you're the collateral damage.
Yeah.
I just can't believe they use these people's livelihoods as a pissing contest. It's like, these motherfuckers ain't got no job. Are you, what? Another one's coming. Are you yelling at your radio right now? What the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. Just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Erby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at the MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
So we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yes, man. Just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Come out, you sent me this Nick Cannon video.
Yeah.
He was on Vlad TV.
Vlad TV.
What happened, dog?
My website. Well, I mean, he was talking about...
you said my website? You like that website?
I like that website, man. I watch a lot of videos. So he was talking about, having kids with women. And I think on some flossy stuff.
A little bit.
Yeah, on some flossy stuff. He said basically that whoever has a baby with him never has to work again.
Okay.
That bothered me.
Why?
Well, I think it sets a bad precedent. Definitely messes up for the other people out there who are not Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Who somebody might think they have Nick Cannon's philosophy, like rich man philosophy. And it's like, nah, man, this is, obviously this is Nick Cannon's thing, but a couple of things I don't like about it. First thing, it's like, well, now women know the deal, so now if they can just get close to Nick Cannon, they can start just trying to have babies by him.
Yeah.
Not fall in love or a relationship, just, poking holes in the condom, pulling condoms off, saving the condom. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But now they can go about trying to have a baby with Nick Cannon.
But he didn't say if you have a baby by me. He says if you're in a relationship with me, you're not working. It was baby? Nick Cannon. Any girl who has my baby or I'm dating never has to work. That's it's either one.
So I have my baby.
Or
I get it.
I'm dating.
I don't care about that.
Okay.
It's the baby.
Okay. The baby would get your goat.
The baby gets my goat, man, because now it's basically putting a target on this man's back. To a lot of crafty chicks and stuff like that, and a lot of women and men, but in this particular thing, it's women for Nick Cannon. They play the long game.
Yeah.
And they're deceitful and they're believable. And so they can wait a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and show you like the love that you think you're receiving, and you fall for it, and you slip up one time, you have a baby by this person, and now they are, set for life.
Well, here's my philosophy, Kamal Abdul-Jabbar. This is I'm gonna say this is about to be controversial. They're gonna play this. If I was famous, they'd be playing this on CNN. Here what Kyle Erby said, and the sponsors would be mad. But luckily I'm not. No woman wants to work.
Yep.
There's not a woman they don't want to work. Yes, I do. Shut the fuck up. No woman wants to work. They want to work voluntarily. Let me say no woman wants to have to work.
Right.
They want their job. They want the career, but shit. No woman wants to have to work. So, you and I have had, we've put out content where we diss, it ain't tricking if you got it. We diss that guy. And I'm evolving out of that. I actually love what Nick Cannon said. I love that he said, if you with me, you ain't going to be working. Because it inspires me. I want to be more like Nick. I don't want that Jerry Curl hairstyle, but I want to be more like Nick, because I'm like, man, he's like, I'm a provider. I'm like, I want to be a provider. I want to provide for my family, my wives and children. I want to be that dude that I want to. I don't want to get hustled for my money by
That's
some
the
bitch,
thing.
though.
Yeah, I don't want to be taken advantage of.
Yeah,
I don't want to be duped.
I want to get suckered.
Yeah.
But value wise, I never really realized how valuable the money was when I was younger, because I was able to smash, and I never really been, I used to make a joke. I don't need a dime. I'd rather have 2 nickels. Right. Kamal wants a perfect 10. Kyle's like, what'd you say?
That's oh yeah.
Yeah. Kyle's like, all I see is the headache. You know what I mean? So I'm luckily, and I actually literally like a thick woman. Like, I like her tall and thick and big. Like, I like that. I don't want morbidly obese. I'm not into the front, but like a thick woman, I'm like, hell yeah. Right. So because of that, like, I never cared about the real thin supermodel. I'm not even looking at her. All I see is a headache with her. But as I got older, I'm starting to really like, boy, something about having your money right. As a man. And so, back to what I was saying about the government shutdown, to me, when a man doesn't have his money right, it's hard to be a man without your money right. And I'm only talking from a man who's trying to get his money right. I'm not talking from the high horse, the baller. I'm talking to a nigga that's trying to figure out how to make my next child support payment.
Well, you have
today, nigga.
Yeah.
Literally today, like literally the other day, I was like, I don't know how in the fuck I'm gonna write this check. literally a solution showed up the next day, and I was like, didn't know what I was going to do.
I don't know how I'm gonna write this check to my son's school for his tuition.
I literally,
that's due today.
Not only that, I sent my tax returns in like a couple weeks ago, and I thought that money was going to be here right around now, not realizing the government shutdown would affect my tax returns.
Oh, wait a second. You were able to do that?
Yeah, I sent them late. Yeah.
Oh, this is 2018.
Yeah.
I mean, 2017.
16, actually, but whatever. Who's counting?
Who's counting?
But the point is,
okay,
I finally got some old taxes done, and they owe me money. Yeah. So it's like, I thought the money in my mind, I was like, ooh, I'm sending this, and blah, 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 blah. This is before the shutdown.
Yeah.
So when I talk about the shutdown, I'm not joking. I'm not just talking.
Yeah.
I literally have a check to write today, January 7th, when I'm like, how the fuck am I going to do this? Shit. But my point is, I shouldn't be saying that as a man. As a man, my money, if ain't nothing else right, my money's right. Because I love women too much for it not to be right. And boy, their attitude is good when your money's right. Lord Jesus, their attitude is so pleasant.
My money has never been that right.
But you see the difference between kind of right and not right at all.
Yeah.
You feel it.
There's a difference. Yeah, man.
Oh, man, you feel it. So try the inverse. You know what I mean? Like, so if you felt what it's like to have it from pretty right to not right at all, imagine how it is when it's right. And then really, really right. And so if I really believe that anything's possible, if I put my mind to it, and it's just the way I think, I need to think bigger. I need to see myself as the man I want to be. Nick Cannon is an inspiration to me. I never was a Nick Cannon fan. But he said that, and I was listening to the way he talked, and I was like, he's right.
I'm like,
What did you really feel? Was there any insecurity in that?
No, I just, honestly, man, I just don't like, here's the thing. It might be true that women don't want to work and they want to, they want a man with all this money. That might be the, the standard.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear about it. I don't want to see it. And I don't like hearing about it. I don't like.
How does it make you feel?
It upsets me, man. It really upsets me. And maybe it's because I don't have dough. And so these are like, rich people problems out,
Yeah.
But I don't like it, man. Here's the thing. Like marriage, relationships, man, especially when you get to that level.
Yeah.
And maybe this is none of my concern. Not maybe. It's none of my concern. But I always worry about like these guys getting taken advantage of.
Yeah.
And they would probably be like, hey, man, stay out of it. This ain't your concern. And, they're right. It's not. But I just feel like, man, she's taking advantage.
This don't concern you.
Yeah. She's taking advantage of my guy, Nick, or such. I don't like it, and so it's just, it rubs me the wrong way, man, when like the only thing you're bringing to the table is you're fine.
Yeah.
Why did you get taken care of? Why did you get a full scholarship?
Just because you're fine.
Right. I could name 5 women now who have just married rich.
Yeah.
And have turned that into.
You said married rich. Right. Not dating Nick Cannon. He said date.
Well.
I'm just saying, if he said date, then you can tell him you could be as tyrannical as you want. You can be generous, or you could be straight asshole. You can tell her she can't eat for 3 days if she don't. That's an R. Kelly reference. If she doesn't follow a rule.
I don't have my facts straight right now, but I heard recently of some daters, getting sued. I'm done. I can't. What are you talking about? Like some girl dating some rich guy, like suing them when the stuff goes sour, when they break up.
Please find that for next week.
I will definitely have that next week.
Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA Podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we try to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. Yo, come on. Who's Tucker Carlson?
Tucker Carlson is a conservative political commentator on Fox News.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
That's one of the stations you watch to get your blood boiling.
Yeah, it pissed me off.
That's why they call him Angry Kamal. If you go to Kamal's house, you can imagine him looking like the Ice Cube angry face with his hand on his chin watching Fox News, bubbling, furious. What the hell's going on, dog?
Yeah.
Man, pointing at the TV like, man, did you hear this? All right, go ahead. Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, man. Well, my boy Tucker, he's been stepping in lately. He's talked about illegals. He said when illegals come to the country, they make your country dirtier and stuff.
That's
like
the guy that said that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so he's just been going full on male. Like, caveman.
Yeah.
And so now he's saying that that there's a problem with marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the issues with lack of marriage is basically women making more money. Saying when women make more money, they don't want to get married. Yeah.
When they make more money than the man, they don't want to get married.
Yeah. When they make more money
rough.
than the man.
See, that sounds like something you say you get in trouble for. But if you really think about it, I think what I'm hearing him say, or what I'm trying to let him say, is that women want their man to make more because women want to be taken care of, not taking care of a man.
Okay.
You're not buying it?
Well, I don't know. I know a lot of guys have a problem with it.
I definitely would.
Yeah. I know a lot of guys have a problem with it.
I have a problem with it being the forever solution. Like, I don't mind if you're making more money than me now, but I better pass you soon. And I need to lap you sooner than that. Not sooner than that. I need to pass you, lap you, put you out of business. That's my thought.
So going back to our boy Nick Cannon.
Yes.
When he was married to Mariah Carey.
Yes.
At that time, there was no comparison.
None.
Dough-wise.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if she took a hiatus or she chilled and she's living off of royalties. I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
But basically, she has the potential to dwarf his money at any given time.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if Nick Cannon shares your philosophy. Maybe talked her out of singing, doing that marriage.
That's what I love about Nick Cannon,
albums.
man. Here's what I love about Nick Cannon. When Nick got with Mariah, I was hating, clowning, like, this swag ass corny nigga got Mariah. How you do that? Just insecure jealousy. He got her the butterfly, whatever, her name on the back, something on his back. I was just, this nigga simping. But here's what impresses me about that. Nick's money has continued to go up since the day they met, right? And then when they broke up, it's continued to go up. His money is it just keeps going up. So what I love about what Nick Cannon did is, even though he married a woman way out of his league, and he spoke on that on the interview, but even though he did that, he didn't settle. Now, sometimes you can't catch a Mariah. You're not catching Oprah. But let me tell you something, fellas. All right, guys, now it's time for the lesson of the day. If your woman makes more money than you, you meet her January 1st, 2000. And on January 1st, 2019, your money hasn't gone up or it's gone backwards, you're tripping. If she makes more money than you, fine. But when Nick met Mariah, he made, I'm just making up a number, $1 million a year. Now he's making $80 million a year. So at least he has continued to improve because your woman expects you to improve. And if you don't improve, you might as well be going backwards.
But what if you have a job that you're dedicated to?
Yeah.
And it's a government job, man.
Yeah,
promotion.
Yes. Yeah.
No promotions. There's a ceiling of how much you can make.
Yeah.
It's like you're supposed to quit that and go.
What time you get off? 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Your next job or your next hustle or you're writing your book, you better be doing something. You better be doing something. That's a nice little government job where you make your 80 grand, whoop-de-whoop. That's great. That's great. After work, bruh, if she's making more money than you, to me, you need to be having a plan to catch her.
Now, what if it's something like a Monique where like the husband's managing her, so he's getting like 15, 20%, but I'm pretty sure he's controlling the money.
Do you want me to throw up on this mic?
What?
Do you want my stomach? I got sick last night, man. I throw it up all night, man. I never get sick. But, dude, that's disgusting to me.
Well, being the...
Yeah, the man, the Mary J's husband and Monique's husband. Like, nigga, kill yourself. Kamal, if you told me that you're going to stop hustling and you're just going to manage your wife, who's a super talent,
Yeah.
we'd have a problem, dog.
I'm just going to live off of her.
Nigga, that's pimp shit. I don't respect that about pimps.
Yeah.
No, nigga. You make your money. You cannot. That's weak. that's no, nigga. No,
But
that's not be. Don't be Joe Jackson.
He
and Beyonce
controls the money.
He does, but that's some pimp shit.
Yeah.
Nah, dog. I would lose a lot of respect for you, come out if you try to justify on this air. Like, dog, but she's talented.
I'm the only. I can get her further.
You probably can, but you better have something on your own.
Oh, I mean, what if you have a management company?
Like I said,
she's one of my clients.
That's great. That's great. She's one of your, like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Man, you know how good I felt when I saw Jay-Z was in the top 5 entertainers? Mm-hmm. I didn't realize he was making more money than Beyonce. I was excited.
He said something about it in one of his raps. He was like a diss, like, I ain't even got my girl money.
Yeah, I've heard him say that.
Yeah,
but
I thought he was like lying. Like,
yeah. But no, I didn't know. I think he was like top 5, tied with that Kardashian chick that doesn't have the Kardashian name. Mm-hmm. Anyway, the Jenner girl. He's tied with her, man. Like he's number 5, and Beyonce was not in the top 10. And I was like, yes.
So basically, the Kardashians, any of those dudes,
sucker MCs, except for Kanye, because Kanye gets his own money.
But I don't think it's messing with Kimmy.
It may not be, but he's trying. You feel me? He's not just sitting at home working on his music, trying to do some beats, playing around. He's trying to catch her and pass her. Tucker Carlson.
Yeah. Well, honestly, man, like going back. So I think that women. Here's the thing: if a woman makes more than her man,
yeah,
and he expects her when she gets off of work to still cook and clean and deal with the kids, and he's gonna sit on the couch and watch TV.
Kill yourself.
I think that basically, I can see her not want to marry that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think so. But like, man, if he's gonna be domesticated and split duties.
That's not attractive to a woman.
Well, because here's the thing about it, man. The way I look at marriage is, man, it's a partnership.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My money is her money and her money is my money. We just put it all in one pot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not counting me personally. You know what I'm saying? But if she's dwarfing my money like what she's doing right now, you know what I'm saying?
Temporarily.
Yeah, temporarily. I still make sure that, I do stuff around the house, stuff that I don't want to do.
Okay. But come out. At the beginning of the show, you talked about your focus, your writing, your 2 hours a day. I'm very proud of you, bro. Have you done every day this year?
Every day this year?
Yeah.
I haven't done a calendar. I don't know.
Get one, nigga.
Yeah, I haven't done the calendar, so I can't say that I've done it every day, but I don't know for sure.
Well, if the goal is every day, then do it every day. And if the goal is or set the goal to be 3. Yeah. Just make it something you can do. You know what I mean? That way, because we got to get her out of business.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep you happy, dog. All right. So anyway, when women make more, he says the marriage crisis is about women making more than men. I don't want him to insinuate that we need women to make less. I hope it inspires men to want to hustle and make more.
Yep.
Hey, come on, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Erby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I'll listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man. Yeah. Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I picked... Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think. Yeah, and I just get to listen. But I want to know what are the people listening? What are y'all doing? Let us know. Let's get into this Dear Erby letter.
Yes, sir.
Dear Erby, I love the show. Y'all do a good job. So I wanted to start with that. Okay, I'm curious of your guys' perspective since I know you're both fathers and good fathers at that. Thank you. And it's my understanding that you both used to teach. I have a daughter. She's 11. Good kid, y'all. She gets all A's. She has her head on straight. I love this girl. So I went to pick her up from school and she was upset. The teacher moved this little boy next to her. He isn't focused, plays in class. You know how we were when we were that age. My daughter is concerned that he will be a distraction and mess her grades up. She's a little perfectionist, y'all. My daughter's teacher is solid, all caps. There are not a lot of women of color at the school, and this lady is so good, I requested that my baby have her for the second year in a row. What do y'all think I should do? I normally support the teacher, but should I ask her to get my daughter a new seat? Or should I support the teacher and coach my daughter up from the sidelines? Let me know. I'll be listening. Big Bread from the ATL, Kamal Abdul-Jabbar. What do you think?
First of all, Big Bread, thanks for the shout out. And yes, I try to be a good father.
You're a fantastic father, man. I'm very impressed with your skills, dog.
Appreciate it. Well, a couple things. Big Bread, I would say that the teacher's solid and you were able to successfully request to have your daughter in this teacher's class for a second year in a row. I'm assuming you have a pretty good relationship with the school and the teacher. I don't think it's out of bounds, man, to approach the teacher. Let the teacher know your daughter's concerns. All right. So before you request a seat change, let the teacher know your daughter's concerns. She's concerned that this boy is going to be a huge distraction. She doesn't want her grades to slip. What do you suggest she do? Now, the teacher might just say, you know what, I'll move her. I wasn't, I didn't think about it that way or whatever. Or she might give some other strategy. So before you play parent, because I'll say this, as a teacher, I didn't necessarily like it when parents would come in making requests about how I run my classroom.
I hated it.
Yeah,
Don't ask me for shit.
Yeah, I didn't like that. But in this case,
I appreciated that they were involved.
I don't mind that, but hey, let's come up with a strategy together.
Yeah.
Just not like coming in here, hey, can you do this? Or I need this to happen. Like, hey, slow down, man, because now you're taking the power from me.
Yeah.
And you're running my class.
Yeah. All
right. So maybe Big Bread, I would say, approach the teacher, have a meeting with the teacher, let the teacher know your daughter's concerns. And yeah, man, and go from there. If you don't like what you hear, I would say try it out for a week or two. Maybe a little longer. But if it doesn't work, come back to the teacher and say, hey, Miss Such and Such, we tried it your way. That didn't work. This kid is a huge distraction. She has straight A's. Now she's got a couple of B's.
We can't have that.
We can't have that. All right. So what else do you suggest? Maybe moving my daughter. Now, if it doesn't work, we tried it your way. Now you can suggest something.
Yeah.
But just don't come out of the woodwork kicking in the door like, hey, can you move my daughter? The teacher might comply, but as a teacher, I know I didn't like it.
Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friends some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout, or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Well, first of all, I like what you said about go talk to the daughter. To the teacher, just to let them know, hey, this is where we're up. Again, I trust you though, coach, but just understand this. It gets an open line of communication. I like that. Yeah, I would have never thought to do that. I really like that. My concern is somebody got to sit next to this kid. You know what I mean? That's what sucks about being a teacher is you always have some just asshole kid distract. And that was me in class. And now, when I become a teacher, I'm just like, I fucking hate that kid. I'm going to beat the shit out of this kid because you're fucking it up. You're not. What do you leave? Yeah, leave.
Man, they come every day.
Oh my God, go.
They come every.
Just ditch. Man,
it's 11.
please.
But see, that's the thing about they're 11. Got to be there when they're about 16 or 17. That's when you see them less and less.
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you just want to be here and have a show at me and my class expense. I can't stand this kid, but he's got to sit somewhere. So maybe because your daughter is an all-star in the class, and thank God for the all-stars. Thank God for those smart girls in class. Wish we had more smart boys in class, but whatever. Thank God for, smart boys with swag. You know what I mean? Because there's the smart nerd kid, but whatever. Fuck it. Yeah. I'm talking about the smart, confident guy. I wish we had more of those. You know what I mean? So you need, as a teacher, you need your advocates, you're the people that got your back. So maybe the teacher's like, I need your help. Maybe she didn't express that, but from the teacher's perspective, it's like, hey man, that teacher might need your daughter to see if she can help. Just sit next to the kid, if not help the kid, not. Maybe your daughter's strong enough to not be beaten by this bitch ass kid. Yeah,
I was gonna say maybe. What you're saying, yeah, I can see your point now. If the teacher sees that Bread's daughter, will not be distracted, by
you're
this
strong
kid.
Enough to handle this kid because the kid's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, so whoever he's sitting next to, he's gonna cause them some playfulness and mischief. But next to Bread's daughter, like that's getting shut down because she's not gonna pay attention to it. And keep it moving.
Yes. See, because, there's levels, right? And Mario Brothers level 1 is easy.
Yeah.
It's easy to get through it, right? But then after that, so she's able to have straight A's without the distraction of this kid next to her. Now let's see how you handle the distraction. How can you get straight A's with this distracted kid? There's always going to be higher levels. Okay, Kamal, you got through the first week of writing every day. Okay, let's see next week when I'm going to give you a sick kid, or I'm going to give you a wife with a cough, or I'm going to give you the lights are out. Let's see if you can continue to make it to your computer with these obstacles, because that's how it's going to work. In The Alchemist, they talked about beginner's luck. So you're gonna get through the first one. Say, all right, let's get you the next one. And so, which is why I'm so happy that we're on episode number 23. Because that means we have beaten obstacles. We've beaten obstacles 22 times in a row, and we put a show out on time.
Yes.
And so this is the 23rd time we put a show out, and I am thankful for that. So anyway, if you trust the teacher, you have to understand that she probably didn't have bad motives, but there might be an oversight. And so I love what you said, Kamal, and I think that is the solution for the day. It's, what should you do? You should do exactly what Kamal told you to do. Talk to the teacher. Just let them know what your daughter's concerns are. All right, this is what's up. I trust you. And I say give it some time. I say even more than 2 weeks. Coach your daughter up from the sidelines. Coach her up. Tell her how to handle the obstacle of this knucklehead boy, because I promise you, you will have more obstacles on the next level. There'll always be obstacles.
Well, especially you probably won't get the same teacher next year. So that's a different personality, different teacher, different grading requirements and all of that stuff, know. And as they move up, shit gets harder.
Yeah. So, so coach her up from the sideline, help her get through the obstacle. Don't be so quick to move around the obstacle, because that's how you have bitch ass kids. I'm excited to say that people are enjoying the show. They tell us that, and it feels really good because, hey, Kamal and I work really hard on it. And the number one question people keep asking me is, how can I help? How can I join the movement? Well, you can share this episode with someone who you think might like it. That's number one. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, YouTube, the MRApodcast.com, or wherever you enjoy us. Leave a positive comment because that helps our placement. 5 stars feels amazing. That helps too. And if you still want to do more to help the show grow, donate to the cause at our Patreon account. Just go to www.patreon.com/the MRA Podcast. That's spelled Patreon.com. And make a donation of $20, $1, $100, whatever you want to give. Every little bit helps, or not. No pressure. This ain't no telethon. I'm saying we're going to do this show whether you donate or not. So please don't trip. Don't feel no pressure. But if you're led to donate, hey, go to our Patreon. All right? Okay, back to the show. If you guys have a Dear Erby letter, send us an email at dearerby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearerby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
Man, at the Twitter mechanism, Angry Kamal. Also, once Pops drops,
it's coming.
Officially. Oh, it's definitely coming.
It's coming.
It'll be all across social media at Angry Kamal as well. But right now, man, I kind of focus on the Twitter, man.
Okay. So you'll be at Twitter. You can find me at Kyle Erby, KYLEERBY. We have a website, the MRApodcast.com. You can get your hats there. You can talk to us there. You can watch or listen to episodes there. The MRApodcast.com. Please tell a friend about it. KyleErby.com is my website. That's where you can see, commercials I've done, 19 national commercials. Some, they're not all there, but a lot of them are. Some TV spots I've done, laugh tracks, Modern Family, all that shit's on my website. Come check it out. And my stand-up dates are on the website. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.